Hello everyone. I'm going to explain about gratuity provisions under the head salary in this video. What do you mean by gratuity? Gratuity is a statutory benefit provided to employers as a token of appreciation for their service to an organization. So it is nothing but a statutory benefit which is provided to the employees as a token of appreciation for their service in an organization. It is governed by the Payment of Gratuity Act 1972 in India. There is a separate act which governs the gratuity provision is known as Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. There are some key provisions which are going to be explained in detail. The first one is applicability, where this provision of Gratuity Act applies. So it can be applied for all the establishments with 10 or more employees and where the employees engaged in factories, mines, oil fields, plantations, ports, railway companies, shops, or other establishments. So, if there is an entity in which more than 10 employees are present, they can apply this Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. And then eligibility. This is the next provision which we are going to learn. An employee becomes eligible for gratuity if they have completed 5 years of continuous service with the employer, which means a newly joined employee cannot claim gratuity once he joined in the first year itself. He needs to wait a minimum of 5 years, and the service must be continuous. There should not be any break in between the service. So he or she has to complete a minimum 5 years to get the benefit of gratuity from the organization. Then only he will be eligible for getting gratuity. There are some exceptions too. In case of death or disability, the 5-year rule does not apply, which means if an employee becomes disabled with certain uncertainties in life, like accident or sudden death, this 5-year rule will not apply. This is one of the exceptions in this provision of gratuity. Then calculation of gratuity. How do we calculate gratuity for an employee? There is a formula. The formula is very easy to understand. You have to calculate the last drawn salary multiplied by years of service into 15 divided by 26. Why we are using this number 15 and 26? The last drawn salary includes the basic salary with dearness allowance. They both together, the sum of basic salary and the DA becomes the last drawn salary of an employee. So we have to add the basic salary and the DNS allowance of an employee. Then how will you calculate years of service? It has to be rounded to the nearest whole number if the employee has completed more than 6 months in a year. So for take an example like Mr. X has been working in a concern for 7 years and 8 months means you can take as a whole number as 7 years plus 8 months. So there is more than 6 months. So it can be rounded as a whole year. So totally years of service will be taken as 8 years. So maximum limit. As per the last updates, the maximum limit for gratuity exemption under the Income Tax Act is 20 lakhs. So if an employee drawn maximum amount of exemption rupees 20 lakhs. So this is the maximum limit. Then tax implications are gratuity received under the Payment of Gratuity Act is exempt from the tax up to the lesser of the following. We have to calculate the maximum exemption 20 lakhs, actual gratuity received, and gratuity calculated using the formula. So we have to calculate the 3 items. So the lesser is to be taken into the account for exemption. So this is how we need to calculate gratuity. So these are the 3 things to be remembered. The first one, maximum limit of 20 lakhs, then the actual gratuity received, then gratuity calculated using the formula. You have to find out the second and third one. You have to compare the least between the 3 items, which is to be taken as a gratuity received under the Payment of Gratuity Act for